And welcome back to North of the Broad. Our final guest for this show is Miles Huff. He is the Dean of the Culinary and Hospitality College or School at the Technical College of the Lowcountry, but it's been rebranded. So Miles, welcome. Tell us about this new name.
Culinary Institute of the South. You're going to hear a lot about it. We branded that name last year, or earlier this year, actually to make our division stand out. We're not looking, well, we are servicing the Low Country, but we're looking beyond that. We're looking as far as Florida all the way to Tennessee, so whatever you want to brand the South, we're going to be that place.
Before we get into specifics, I want to know a little bit about your background.
Well, my background, I'm a Charleston boy.
Okay.
Other than 26 years in the Air Force, wherever Uncle Sam sent me is where I went.
And were you a chef in the Air Force?
No, I was a medic, actually, and, which drove me into the food industry. I just got kind of tired of being in that industry, and so decided to go to culinary school, and 30 years now, I'm still here. Never looked back. I was a private chef for a 4-star general for 2 years.
Oh, how interesting.
So I got to meet Storm and Norman Schwarzkopf and 4 dignitaries, and very nice. And then, of course, the big jobs. I was an executive chef in Florida. I ran 2 restaurants on the west coast of Florida, where Mother's Day would be about 1,000 people. So having that large staff and large numbers. And then in education for 15 years.
Wow. Well, a lot of exciting things happening at the New River campus and then the new Buckwalter area.
That is correct.
So let's begin with the kitchen at New River.
Yes.
And really what that entails, and then what is the plan to move over to Buckwalter Place?
Right. Well, when we really started looking at the Buckwalter Place, of course, that's the grand prize. We knew that we would need advanced students for training when we walk into the Buckwalter Place. We'll have a 50-seat restaurant that's open to the public on an open table. We'll have a cafe that's open to the public. And all of these kitchens, if you will, there are actually 7 kitchens in that Buckwalter Place, and all of them are run by students and faculty. Well, we needed a cadre of advanced students to run that restaurant and to run the front of the house. Therefore, I've asked the college to go ahead and start now, so we can start teaching now. More importantly, the industry is really wanting it now. We've had a lot of support from a lot of different restaurant areas in the group. So I've asked them to build me a kitchen at the New River, which is right across from USCB now. So when we move into that building next year, we'll have those advanced students so we can totally open fully the Buckwalter Place.
And so the kitchen will be officially opened in October at New River?
We're hoping October. We just awarded the bid, so we'll be doing a lot of construction. So I'm ordering small wares. We're getting food orders in line, and we're currently registering students. So a lot of excitement in the area.
And so Miles, what kind of classes would a student take if they're in the culinary program?
Well, we'll be offering cooking classes, of course, but also safety and sanitation, and also introduction to the hospitality industry to really let students know how diverse this field is. You know, we're the biggest industry in the world.
Yeah, you were telling me that, which I had no idea, the culinary and hospitality.
All total, we're the biggest industry in the world, and in this area of Hilton Head and Beaufort. We live on hospitality. We really do. It's our lifeline here.
Now, what about continuing education? So someone has been in a former career and they now want to get into this because they know there's opportunities. So what kind of continuing ed program do you have?
Well, you can look at it from 2 different ways. You can look at it from a student who's maybe wanting to change careers and maybe I want to dabble in a little cooking to see if I really like it. But then you'll have those other students who want to actually come in and just take a cooking class. We'll also offer kids camps in the summer, nutritional cooking. I just came back last night from Missouri, from Kansas City, from the School Nutrition Association member, which is 58,000 members strong. And they're looking for chefs in their industry, in the school industry, in the healthcare industry. It's just not restaurants and resorts. It's wide open. And
so can you say that a person going through your program is guaranteed an opportunity in the workforce because of the growth?
More than an opportunity. I get calls every day for trained workers. So I was actually formerly, I taught at Johnson Wales, and I was at Trident Tech for over 10 years as their coordinator. And we had like a 98% placement rate. That 2% was people who just wanted to take cooking, but really didn't want to work in the industry. It was on their bucket list. So we can actually place anybody at any time and almost in any situation.
You know, Miles, with our fast-paced life, are people really cooking these days, or are they at home? So I'm talking about home, you're talking hospitality, so we go out to our restaurants.
I'm glad you asked that question. Let me give you this statistic. Okay. The National Restaurant Restaurant Association just came out with their new report. In 1955, in your household, 25 cents of every dollar spent on food was in a restaurant. 25 cents, so 75% was going to the grocery store and you cooking at home. For the first time, 51 cents of that dollar is now going to restaurants.
Right.
So more and more people are going out to eat, to dine, and not cooking at home. So if that can give you, it's the first time we've gone over that 50-cent mark.
Right. Now, we want these students to stay in this area
Right.
that we graduate, right?
Exactly.
So what are you going to do to make sure that they graduate from your program and they stay because there's such a need here in the Low Country?
Good question. Statistics show 76% of the students who are trained in that area stay in that area. Also, at the end of each one of my programs, and I have 3 degrees, one in culinary, one in hospitality, and one in baking and pastry. Each one of my degrees has an internship. So
Okay,
students will go out
perfect.
for a semester, do an internship, and most of the time, they get job offers at the end of that internship.
Outstanding. Miles Huff, great vision, great
Thank you.
work. Thank you so much for what you're doing. And we'll see you next time on North of the Broad.